Our planet is facing challenges that are global in nature, such as climate change, sustainable food production, and the pandemic. These issues need wide-ranging solutions. How do we make sure that the decisions of politicians and policymakers are based on the best possible scientific evidence? The Academy of Europe, Academia Europaea, was established in 1988 to provide impartial and independent evidence. Since then, the Academy of Europe has functioned as a body to express the ideas and opinions of individual scientists from across Europe, covering the humanities, the social and the natural sciences.
Academia Europaea has organized its regional activities in knowledge hubs, and there are now 7 knowledge hubs spread all over Europe, and Bergen is the northern hub for the Nordic and Baltic region. There are many advantages coming from the independent academies. We live in very complex times. There are lots of opinions and evidence out there. It's very important that we use reason and knowledge as the foundation for policy. So if we have these independent voices, this independent scholarly knowledge, we have a much better way of obtaining the best policy.
The Scientific Advice Mechanism is a service created by the European Commission to provide independent science advice directly to European Commissioners to inform their decision-making.
SAM is the science advice mechanism set up by the European Commission to develop policies on complex issues relevant for policymaking in Europe. And it's a very special mechanism because it separates collection of evidence in support of the policymaking from the policy advice. So that there's an independent gathering of evidence, and then there's a separate mechanism whereby policy is developed from that. And the academies of Europe, including Academia Europaea and our hub, provides experts to the evidence review that then is separate from the policy making.
An essential part of the scientific advice mechanism is SAPEA. SAPEA stands for Science Advice for Policy by European Academies. Academia Europaea is one of the 5 European Academy networks in the SAPEA consortium.
SAPEA is a project set up under the Science Advice Mechanism to organize production of evidence reports in support of policymaking on issues that the European Commission deems important, where there is a need to gather scientific evidence. Our role in this is to nominate members to the evidence review reports, to the production and the gathering of information, but also to disseminate the outcome of the reports. For instance, reports on food from the ocean, reports on plastic pollution, reports on agricultural policies, and so forth. The Bergen Hub of Academia Europaea is focusing on the ocean, marine and maritime affairs and knowledge, but also on the Nordic region, the Nordic welfare states, and sustainability. We try to combine perspectives from all domains of knowledge, from natural sciences, social sciences, and the humanities in what we do. I think there are many advantages of our location in Bergen. We are traditionally and historically an outward-looking city with strong ties to the rest of the world through trade and industries. We are facing the ocean. The ocean is a very important part. We have lots of ties to the Arctic domain.
The engagement of the AE Bergen Hub in Arctic affairs makes the Arctic Frontiers Conference a natural partner for our hub.
In the future, we wish to develop this collaboration with Arctic Frontiers in terms of providing themes for debates, themes for special sessions, and also by providing expertise from our membership and from the networks that we are part of, to enlighten the debates and to get scientific knowledge into the discussions that are so important during the Arctic Frontiers conferences.